Okay, welcome back. Last time we finished off the additional scenario, and today we will be finishing Persona 2. So before I actually go in, I am going to make one final trip to the time castle, just to talk to the Count. So, if we talk to the Count and make small talk. Now, this is the last game. Show me your final answer. The stage should be adequate for it. Now, I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure that the time count is Nyarlathotep. I'm not 100% certain on that, so I might be totally wrong, but I'm relatively sure that it's meant to be Nyarlathotep. Okay, now, just for general convenience, I am going to... I guess the golden honey was still in effect. Okay, so I need to go to conviction, which is over here. There we go. Okay, and now it should just be over here. Fantastic. So, the Room of Conviction. Let's see what everyone has to say before we go. Oh no, wait, I've already done all this dialogue. Okay, so, it is finally time. And, you know what? I'm gonna switch off them almost immediately. But just to go into the final fight, I am going to want everyone on their ultimate personas. Okay, so, once I jump through this portal, it's go time. It's time to fight the final boss. So, let's do one final item check. Agility source, I don't really need that anymore. I'll give Maya the leader's manual instead. And, Baofu, you can have, I guess you can have the Dragon Charm to boost your evasion, I suppose. You know what, no, you have +4 luck. Luck's been your whole thing. Luck has been your whole thing. I ain't gonna change that for you right at the end. Okay, so, off we go. Congratulations, you finally made it. The last toy is right here. Give Jun back. You're wondering why nothing's happened to you? Well, I saved the best for last. We must show your secret to your friends. Right, Paradox Boy? You've all learned something very important here. The undeniable truth of the world is that some things can't be changed. I'm the shadow of humanity. As long as there's darkness in your hearts, I'll never grow away. Behold, the crawling chaos's final ordeal. There is one way left to change things, to erase the fact of your meeting on that summer evening. The first strings in his wicked web of fate were spun on that day. If that one point ceases to exist, it will give rise to an alternate timeline, one which does not lead to this tragedy. You do that? From the first, people have had a tremendous power in their souls to over the flow of reality. Even without the illusions of Shibalba and the Crystal Skulls, your strong wills are enough to change reality. Yes, the power that created your world is the same as your inner strength. In this collective unconsciousness, it is possible. Are you saying that we can reset everything in exchange for all of it? Our memories and our past? Does that mean I'll forget everyone? No, I don't want that. Isn't there any other way? There's none here in the seat of his power. He draws strength from the negative emotions of people unconsciously desiring destruction. If you are to stop him, then mankind itself must change. You must create this new world. I'll never forget. I don't dare to. Damn straight. I'm not going to let myself forget any of this. If that bastard set all of this up, then let's do this. We'll show him that not everything goes his way. We'll meet again, won't we? Then concentrate and envision your new reality. The strength... hang on just a second. The strength of your will shall lead you to another state. Just a little something for luck. I'm sure I won't forget you now, Tatsuya. Now, we will not see each other again for some time. Is there anything you would like to say before you go? I'm sticking with the canon, and I'm going to thank him. No, I'm not. I'm going to just punch him. Because this is partially his fault. Technically not really. Whatever. I am Philemon, a dweller in the rift between consciousness and unconsciousness between all souls. I am you, you are me. I shall always watch over you from within. Farewell. Man, Tatsuya really got a good punch in on him. Justified, to be honest. How's that, Tatsuya Suo? Do you like your punishment? You couldn't ask them to fight with you. That's because the sole reason the world is at the brink of destruction is you. You broke your promise with your friends. The condition to stay in this world was to give up your memories from the old world. But you rejected it. At that moment, the boundary separating the two worlds vacillated. That was you. That's why you failed to synchronize with the you of this world. Push all the pain upon your friends and still retain your memory. That's an unforgivable sin. A sin must have punishment. That's why I gave you the chance to meet her again. I coaxed fate for all of you to meet again. What's wrong? Are you going to hide in your shell again? That face of yours when you met that woman and regained your memories? Should have seen it. Am I detestable? For that is what you humans desired. You craved destruction from the depths of your hearts. That is me. The shadow does not forgive anyone who goes against fate. Ah, shut up. You can you got fate of yours and stick it. Listen up, Tatsuya. Fate is no different than a prediction too late. If something happens, all you have to say is, it was all fate. Pathetic humans. I'll show you what happened to those who said the same thing to me in the past. Understand that there is no point in living. Cry that there is no answer. Where there is darkness, there are shadows. I, myself, am all of you humans. I won't turn my back again. On the sin I committed, nor on myself. Okay, boss fight time. Now, because I responded with anger to all of the other shadows, this boss is way higher level. It can normally be like, I think normally it's like 72, 77, 82, depending on what you did. However, I'm just going to start. I'm just going to go turn 1 with all of my moves. But I'm going to use everyone's special moves. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to set up. I need to set up first. Setting up, I think, is more important. And I just realized I have a very slight inconvenience here. I don't have any defensive buffs whatsoever. I don't have Rakukaja, I don't have Samakaja on any of my personas. So, I guess we're gonna be healing a bit in this fight. Okay, so there's my Nova Kaiser does decent damage. Present Mirror just gets completely blocked, so he's immune to almighty damage. We have... I'm glad that we've ascertained this information quite early on, if I'm being honest. I should still be able to hit him with a Zeodyne, though. And I can have Baofu switch to using Seth. And then I can go for Mataru Kaja, and that'll benefit Katsuya quite a bit. And, you know what, let's just hit him with another Nova Kaiser and everything as well. Now, I should also be a little bit careful, because obviously this is the final boss of a JRPG. But, so this is the final boss of a JRPG, so the following statement should not surprise you. There is a second phase to this boss fight. I know, whoever would have guessed. Okay, let's just... honestly, just hit him. I'm just gonna try and hit him with basically everything I can. And hit him with a Garudyne as well, why not? I mean, if nothing else, we are doing a lot of damage, and that's the Omega Cluster coming in. Omega Cluster will basically just kill one person per turn. I think it starts with the lowest level. I think it starts with either the lowest level or the person with the lowest HP or something. Okay. So, what's the play here? I'll tell you what the play is. We go for a Revival Bead, then Katsuya does a normal attack, Ulala does a normal attack, Maya switches to using Nana. No, that's Gyokuto Jote. Maya switches to using Nana, and... actually, better idea. Katsuya uses a Revival Bead to bring Ulala back up. Then I shuffle the order around. These two go here. And then I set up Makakaja for all of those, and I go for Medyarahan again. So, basically, I use my turn here. I Revival Bead. I now switch to Gyokuto Jote. I now go for Makakaja, there we go, to get the boost back up. Then I cast Mediarahan, then I go for Nova Kaiser, then I go for Triple Down, and we should be in the clear. Actually, I'll do a normal attack with Cassia and just... Wait, he would have already been healed, so I'll just... Yes, I'll Triple Down, it'll be fine. Maybe I should have Heat Kaiser, realistically, but whatever. So we boost up our magic attack, we heal everyone, we Nova Kaiser. That's... Guard punish. I didn't block with anyone, though. Anyway, you do get punished for blocking in this fight, by the way. So, it's basically a, why are you blocking? Why are you not fighting me? That's a kind of attitude that is being brought to this fight. Are you weak to light? I think in the lower difficulty versions of this fight, I may be wrong, but I'm relatively sure that in the lower difficulty versions of this fight, I'm pretty sure that you do actually have weaknesses on him. Like, I'm pretty sure he does have weaknesses on the lower level ones, but obviously this being the final version, yeah, he isn't messing around at this point. Like, this is the, hey, you as the player messed up, don't expect him to go easy on you. Why did that move everyone to be like that? I need to not do that then. I messed that up completely. Okay. New plan. We still keep our magic boost up. Maya still heals everyone. And then the Suo brothers can hit him with a blazing burst as well. Assuming no one dies. Buddy, you had the time and then you chose, I'm gonna do a regular attack. You could have just wiped me out right there, but you didn't. You fool, Nyarlathotep! Anyway, so now I can switch to Artemis again, and I can go for Bufudine. Biofu, you are still nulling there. What if I repelled it? Nah, whatever, it's not really worth the change. Then I can switch to Asteria. I can switch back to using Asteria. I can go for Twinkle Nebula, because I haven't shown it yet. Then we can Nova Kaiser. Oh, this form is low on health. He's looking low. We are gonna finish him off pretty soon, by the looks of things. And Biofu, you hit him with the Wise Man Snap as well. Okay, we probably should kill this form this turn, I think. Either this turn or next. Okay, Bufudine does good damage. Twinkle Nebula comes on through. That animation was a lot less cool than I thought it would be. Wise Man Snap hits him for 380. Oh, this is a new fusion spell. I've never seen this one before. Nuclear Blast. I mean, it wasn't the plan, but it worked. Okay, here we go. Proper boss time. This is splendid. You're the first to see this form. You may die with my highest praise. Also, I would like to note how it has a whole bunch of like masks on it, and how the basic enemies in Persona 3 and 4, you may remember, those are referred to as Mayas. And yes, I am pretty certain that was done entirely out of spite, because that's on brand. I don't know if my buffs carried through, so I'm gonna set them up again. Straight up, I do not know if the buffs carried through between like each phase of the fight, so I am gonna try just set those up again, just on the off chance that it got rid of them. I hope it didn't, but I think it might have. I also want to quickly Google something, just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Hopefully I can Google it in time. Artemis, please do a whole bunch of damage. Okay, he isn't immune. No, we don't want to nuclear blast him. Because I want to hit him with both spells and visually. Because Nova Kaiser looks sick. It's just the fact that it freezes time. Like, that's so cool. I love that about Nova Kaiser. I accidentally hit speed up. So I'm playing this on PSP emulator. I know, shock, horror, what a surprise. Yeah, I'm playing this on a PS4 controller, and you know the massive button in the middle? Yeah, that's what I put speed up onto, so, honestly, the fact that I've only hit it, like, once or twice in the entire game, I'm surprised by that. I'll probably end up re-recording this fight to not include that. But hey, hopefully we're okay. Oh, that did an awful lot of damage. Okay, let's patch up. Okay. You... Okay, new idea. Tatsuya, you revive. Tatsuya, you revive Katsuya. Maya, you switch to Nana and heal everyone. I now move your orders around. And then I cast my Makakaja once Katsuya is back up. Fantastic. Right. Okay. Is there one involving? Okay. 10 out of 10. There is, I just needed to know the order for it. So now I have that. I now have that knowledge. And we can keep going with this fight as Atlas intended, I suppose. Shadow kill. How much is that gonna do? Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of damage. I don't know what determines the damage on that, but that's so much. Do I have a second healer available? Okay, Maya, you switch to using Artemis just for a second, and cast Crescent Mirror. Biofu, you switch to using Nana. And cast Mediarhan. Ulala, you switch to using Asteria and hit him with a Trinkle Nebula. Whatever, just hit him with a Garuda and it'll be fine. Tatsuya, punch this man in the face. And Hyperion, shoot this man. Okay, we should be back on full health. And kinda cooking once again. Okay, everyone's back on full health. We're safe. I'm feeling pretty confident right about now, not gonna lie. Wheel of Time? Oh, that does, like... Yeah, I think that does, like... I don't know exactly what the scaling is for it. I think it does more damage the more times he casts it or something. It's some weird, like, interaction. It's some weird interaction like that. I don't remember exactly what it is. Atsuya, I can't have you missing in the final boss fight. Come on, buddy. We need you on this. I need you to kook. I need you to be obliterating things. You hit like a train. You're kind of the damage dealer. Well, the physical damage dealer. Maya has magic damage covered. And we should actually be good to go. Oh wait, he cast Wheel of Fortune, not Wheel of Time. Okay. Crisis averted. We now have a new crisis. Okay, new plan. Revival bead. Bring Ulala back up. Maya. Aunt switch personas. I don't want to use a bead chain, though. You heal yourself. Atsuya, do a normal attack. You'll just heal naturally. Ulala will be up so she can heal everyone, and Tatsuya just punch him in the face again. Okay, you know what? It wasn't exactly the intended plan, but you know what? It mostly worked. Are you low? No, he is not low on health. Of course he isn't. I will... You know what? I have them, and this is the final fight. I might as well start using these bombs of life. But if I don't use them now, I literally never will. And Shadow Kill does so much damage, though. Oh, you have no affinity with the moon at all? You can still just heal. It'll be fine. It'll be fine! Oh, it's not gonna be fine. This is going so badly. Maya is still under the effects of that. Oh, no. Okay. New plan. Bead. Heal Maya, because Maya is more important. I feel bad saying that, like, one party member is just more important than another. But, like, Maya is kind of the party member, as evidenced by the fact that she is now the last one standing. And this will be a time where I make a executive call, and I actually use a brink tea. I know I just said Maya was more important than everyone else. However, that's actually perfect. I just basically had Maya wipe herself out to heal everyone back to full. Because now, Katsuya uses his turn to revive Maya. Baofu now is on Nana, so he can cast Medyarahan, and everyone will now be back on full HP. Fantastic. Nailed it. Wheel of Time also gets partially reflected back at him. Now then, I do need to be a bit careful, because I am starting to run kind of low on the old whatchamacallithms. MP. SP. It's SP. I'm playing Persona. Okay, so let's set up our buffs again, because the buffs are important. Well, the buff is important. Then Maya, you can just be on Nana for the rest of the fight for now. Well, for most of the rest of the fight, I should say. Tatsuya, you hit him with a triple down, and Tatsuya can just Nova Kaiser him, and we should be okay. I say should be okay, because anything could happen. I know my luck. And my luck is not good. Okay, Ulala has space for one more cast. And that'll be Mataru Kaja. So I cast Mataru Kaja with that. Now I Medyarahan. Tatsuya as Nova Kaiser has been doing decent damage. But I think with Mataru Kaja up, Tatsuya's triple down will do more. So I'll use a Chewing Soul on Ulala just for now to bring her SP back up. And hopefully we'll be okay. And she got wiped out immediately. Okay. And Nyarlathotep is still standing quite strong. Okay, we will revive you at the end of the turn, and I will use a Bomb of Life for my own convenience. Also, really sorry if you can hear the chair creaking. It's an old chair. Okay, Heartfelt Prayer didn't do anything. He's still very high on health. Okay. Katsuya, Ulala, and Baofu, I'm gonna have you guys just do normal attacks for a bit. And Maya, you hit him with a Megidolaon, and Tatsuya, you hit him with a Nova Kaiser, please. And hopefully we get a ton of damage, and hopefully we can drop him into the red soon. 546 damage is pretty nice. Crit him. No crit, but still decent damage. I mean, realistically, I think it's kind of impressive how we're basically pushing back for Crawling Chaos with, you know, regular human weapons. But that's impressive in its own right. Okay, Meki Dolaon hits for 482. And Ulala just punches him. No, he is still going strong. We just punch him again. And then we Yarahan. Then we Nova Kaiser again. You know, these two still have enough SP that they can cast a couple more times. I'll also bring Ulala's physical attack stat up a little bit. Okay, so we get another punch combo, 446, that's good. And that's a good crit. That is a good amount of crit damage to see. Shadow Kill is not what I want to see. Because that does an awful lot of damage to absolutely everybody. Alright, there's Nova Kaiser. Right now, 484. Harukaja to bring Ulala's attack up. And now hit him with the triple down. And he didn't miss. 504 damage. Okay. So we can Mediarahan. And he is still standing strong. Wow, okay. Like, I know he's the final boss, but I didn't think he would be tanking hits this well. However, I need to stop my turn before Baofu moves. Either way, that's now 482. I don't even know if Nyarlathotep has, like, an indicator. Like, I know that a lot of the bosses have. I've had one, but I don't remember if there's one that's like, hey, this is a indicator to be like, hey, they are on low health now. Okay, Baofu can do a normal attack, Katsuya can do a normal attack, Ulala can do a normal attack, Tatsuya can Nova Kaiser, and then Maya just heals again. That's the plan. Is it a very basic plan? Yes. Is it working? Also yes. Okay, he's visibly low on health. I'm going to do this for one more turn. Okay, that's a huge chunk of damage. Now then, are you high enough on health? I'm going to do one more turn. And hopefully I don't kill him. Okay, Baofu him. Shadow killed it a ton. Okay. He has guard punish though. If I block, we get punished for it. I'm still gonna block with everyone else and have Maya heal. Because I want to believe I kill on this. Like, I want to believe I kill on this, and he didn't move. Which is scary in its own right. Okay, so everyone back to your ultimate personas, please. You were already on Hyperion, you need to be back on Asteria. Tatsuya, you need to be on Apollo, and Maya, you need to be on Artemis. Now then, we need Wise Man Snap. So it's Wise Man Snap, Twinkle Nebula. It's everyone's special moves. Then it's Justice Shot, Present Mirror, and Nova Kaiser. In Wise Man Snap, Twinkle Nebula, this order should be the, like, super special, only they do it, whatchamacallit move. And this had better not kill anyone. And hopefully it kills him, because if I use this twice, it's going to lose a lot of impact. Got him. Okay, we win. It can't be. It's not possible. This contradiction. I won't accept it. Rolling Chaos, accept your defeat. Philemon! They represent the potential of mankind. You, the dark side of the collective unconsciousness, are linked to all humans. That is why they moved the hearts of the people. All potential is born from chaos. I see. That's right. What irony. This is my fate? But remember this. The masses of idiocy that squirm in the center of the cosmos are yourselves. As long as you exist, so too shall I. You're too damn stubborn. There's no such thing as a human without shadows. We'll make you remember that your place is here. Just go to hell and be done with it. They probably didn't need to do that, but hey, that was probably therapeutic. It's over. No. There's still one more thing. Fact remains that I'm the paradox. I stay here, then this side will be engulfed by the other side. Wait, you're not going home. I don't remember what the, correct answer is. I mean, there isn't one. I'm just gonna go with thank you for everything, because, you know, the take me with you line is, you know, kind of cliche. I mean, so is the thank you for everything one, but whatever. I made a promise to Jean. He kept his word. Now it's my turn. The only thing left on the other side is our city, but we'll rebuild a great world. Katia, you... Well, there's one thing I forgot to tell you. There are good things, even when you become an adult. Just a few. Yeah, I know. You know, everyone's just having that big goodbye moment. Well, we are connected by this ocean. We can meet again. The Spectre has retreated to the deep corners of the subconscious. So too has her love, retreated to a world beyond her reach. The city is showing signs of recovery, but many will never know the truth of what happened. Nonetheless, what he has left behind will live on in the hearts of the people. At least, that's what I want to believe. I want to see his fire in their hearts. Hey, Maya, Chief Skull on you. Hey. I'm gonna keep working here a bit longer. After looking at you, I thought I could work harder too. I don't know how to say it, but I'll work hard. This is my fate. Sorry, Miki. Everyone's looking for someone these days. It's time for me to move on. Took down the sign. Won't be chasing rumors anymore. Starting a search agency for missing people. After what just took place, we're doing pretty okay. Well, starting all over again, so he won't laugh at me. Well, partner beckons once again. Hey, Kaoru, we should get going. Our client might start complaining. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry, Miki. I'll take care of him. So don't worry. Indeed, do they not know the meaning of being punctual? Don't worry, they'll be here. By the way, I read your dissertation on economics. It was brilliant. Of course it was. But thanks to him, we can go on with our lives. It is ironic, isn't it? The appearance is the same, but I can't believe he doesn't remember anything. The same with Jun Kashihara and the rest. Imagine not being able to remember that you were the keys to saving this world. Hey, do you think they don't actually remember? I'm not sure, but I know that there are two things that are for certain. Praying for the people's sake isn't wrong, and we have an obligation to lead this world properly. This world which he saved. Well, you're right about that. Yo, love a cover, Eriko. That's great. Junsuke praised you about having a great smile. Now Eriko can stand on her own. I have an announcement. Regi's getting married, and she's cute too. Congratulations. Well, her house collapsed, you know? Besides, we already decided the name. If it's a boy, Takashi. Good name, huh? Yeah, it's a good name. So, okay, I'm just gonna pause here, because obviously, you never see who this is. It is, I assume that it's the protagonist from Persona 1. Because he's the only, because other than Toru, who was never a party member, he is the only one here who has had a portrait in this game, who was in Persona 1, and has appeared in Persona 2, even as a passing thing. And everyone else is here, aside from Ayase and Masao, and they never turn up, and I think they get referenced in Persona 3, but never again. So I'm pretty sure that's the Persona 1 protagonist. Is it better this way? Katsuya, you just had to do things your way. What's wrong? You crying? It's nothing. I just got something in my eye. What are you doing here? I don't know, but I feel as if I've forgotten something dear to me here. I don't understand. Yeah. I'll do my best. Won't cry. What do you want, calling me here? That's alright. I think it's gonna start raining. My hand moved on its own. Hey, Katsuya? Is it hard to become a detective? Won't Pops get upset? Yeah, right. Alright, I'll teach you the ways of a detective. Start up smoking again. Yeah, with all that's happened, listen up. A detective is... Okay, so, with that, we roll credits on Persona 2 Eternal Punishment, and close the book on Persona 2 itself. And honestly, I think Eternal Punishment is great. I think my thing with Eternal Punishment is I really like Eternal Punishment. Unfortunately, it's the second half of a duology, and I think Innocent Sin is the worst mainline Persona game. I still think Innocent Sin's like an 8 out of 10. Don't get me wrong. But like, I think Eternal Punishment is great, but Innocent Sin I think is a bit of a slog. But in general, I think Eternal Punishment is great, and I'm really glad that I got to play it, because there was a time when I genuinely thought that I would just never be able to play it. Mostly because this game originally came out on the PS1 in 2000, and then there was the PSP remake that I'm playing. However, it only ever came out in Japan, it never came out in North America, it never came out in Europe. Especially, I mean, Atlas at the time were a bit hit and miss on releasing their games in Europe just in general. Oh my kingdom for them to have released Trauma Team in Europe, but they never did. But basically, I was very concerned about never getting to play this game, and then I believe it was like July 2022, they basically just dropped it and went, yeah, here it is. It's finally all translated, it's all ready to go, and I've now played through this game 3 or 4 times since. I think this is actually one of the Persona games I've ended up playing through the most. I say that, but I think I've played through all of them 3 times. No, I've only played through Persona 3 twice, I should play that again at some point. But yeah, Eternal Punishment, I think it's great. I mean, to be fair, I think the entire franchise is pretty great. I think the weakest game in the series is still like an 8.5 out of 10. And I would highly recommend it to basically any and everyone. I know that it being an older game can definitely, I know it being an older game can be a bit of a thing to turn people away from a lot of the games, but genuinely, I would at least recommend giving these games a try, because, especially, I think they are, one, great games in their own rights, but also, I think it's just good that they are also very different from what Persona is now, and I think people that only played modern Persona should at least give these games a try, because they are genuinely good. And I also greatly appreciate, both in Innocent Sin and in Eternal Punishment, I appreciate that they do bring back the characters from Persona 1 and kind of acknowledge them in world. Like, yeah, these characters are still around. Like, they all still exist. Some of them aren't exactly around. Like, Masao's studying in New York probably still. ISA, I don't know. Naoya, we never hear anything from him ever again. And to be fair, the cast of Persona 1 and 2 are periodically referenced in the later games in the series. For example, in Persona 3, you can periodically watch a TV show. Oh, and Trish now has a TV show where she has little references. Like, it's just like one line that implies, hey, all the characters from Persona 1 and 2 are now guests on her show. And I think that's fun. The Nanjo group is tied to the Kurijo group, so that ties Nanjo to Mitsuru and her family. And I think that's a neat little thing. In Persona 5, there is a news report one day that makes reference to Akihiko from Persona 3, and there's also something about a detective in red shades, which is a reference to Katsuya, and also their outfits and everything have also had plenty of references and stuff in later games in the series, and genuinely, I would give a big recommend to Persona 2. I think it's great. Persona 1 and 2, both in general, I think are great. My only, difficulty with recommending Eternal Punishment is it feels like Innocent Sin kinda drags on a bit and I don't like it as much. And I feel like it's kind of like a long prologue to a really good game. It's like a really long, pretty good prologue to a genuinely really good game. If you asked me to put all the Persona games in a in an order of my favorite to least favorite, it's a sliding scale for most of them. But genuinely fantastic game. And that's the ending message for it. Change your way. It's gonna be alright. And with that, that's Persona 2 done. And it's now gonna autosave, and now I have access to New Game Plus. When you select Restart, you can play the game from the beginning while keeping all your analyzed data and tarot cards. And I've now unlocked the soundtrack in the gallery, and all the cutscenes. But with that, I believe that is just about time for me to... Actually, that should be a cutscene I'm missing, right? Huh, I guess not, okay. So with that, I am going to just end off this video and this series here. So this should be going up on Friday, November 28th. And so I don't really know... That was loud. I don't really know what I'm doing going forward, so I guess I'm just gonna be messing around. I'm just gonna be tapping up and down on here so it doesn't loop back through thing. Actually, I'll just leave it anyway. I'm not 100% certain on what I'm doing going forward with this. I still intend on having my usual kind of end of year update video thing out at the end of December, but I don't really know about anything else that's going on. So yeah, I'll see you when I see you and when that update happens. But for now, I'm going to end off this video and this series here. So that is Persona 2's duology complete in its entirety. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, feel free to leave a comment or click any buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you all eventually. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.